Participants have done the assignments, or the individual participants have also done the assignment that have been sent, that I've sent yesterday. So kindly please be ready with your presentations also. And in the meantime, I've just shown the list of files that should be there as far as the UG accreditation of the UG engineering programs is concerned.
So Kamal, did you display all the list of document?
Yes, yes, sir. I spoke each and every point also.
Very good. So yesterday I was telling you, 35 files and 15. By mistake it was 1628. That was for PG program. Because this time I've committed a mistake of downloading in my email. PG is there, tier 1 is there, tier 2. So hurriedly I did that. But these are the 35 files and 15 files in institutional level. So in fact, when we check, if it is properly checked, people like me, I put a round and tick. If it is partially checked, it is only round. And if they have failed to give good paper on that, that is left blank. These are every chairman, they have their own way of going for the final assessment and finally taking a decision, that is evaluation. So therefore, this is one of the document which physically was available. If you see here, this is same. You will not find lot of difference here. You will find the Board of Governors things. Kamal, thoda upar karo usko. This I1 file, I2, I3, I4 up to I15 are institutional file, and it is verified by the concerned chairman of the visiting team. So, कर लो नीचे थोड़ा, just a minute, that GC1, yeah. If you see the record of GC, GB, Senate, I take GC, that means Board of the Governing Council is there. Senate, they could not show me. Detailed agenda was not there. That is a question I have raised for them. So you can see such observation. नीचे कर लो, Kamal, roll it. Now coming to the P1 to P35, these are program specific. Each department, they have to create their separate file. So P1 to P35, display को side कर दो ना. Yeah, further down. Anyhow, we'll be almost all giving you that, and you can have a look to that, and accordingly, this P35 files you have to do it. In addition, these are the basic requirement. You cannot reduce than this. In addition to this, for supporting things, you can put more files also, and that means each such file may have some sub-files. So you can bring those files and show them that these are the things also available with us. That's the way you have to take care of the records. Record keeping should be in a ISO style. There should be an indexing page. जैसे ये होता है ना, suppose this is the file I open, then I must have the indexing page. In laboratory records, you ask student to fill up the index. So serial number, title of the file, and the page number. So that's the way it should go. That page serial number 1, faculty qualification. The rule of our faculty advertisement rules. So page number. So that page number should be mapped. That this page number, if I open, then I should get the faculty qualification, not other thing. So similarly, budget. So page number 6 is the departmental budget. I should be in a position to see the budget allocation letter. And that is the way you have to keep your file in a indexing, proper indexing, numbering, and the record keeper, whoever is maintaining that file. For example, if it is a department file, end of the document, your HOD and the NBA coordinator signature should be there. If you are having a IQAC center, then IQAC coordinator, because chairman of the IQAC is director of the institute. So therefore, we generally don't insist on that, but definitely the head of the department and the coordinator, they should sign that. So these are all small things, but as you know, NBA is not only what you do, how you perform, it is also the perception building through your document. So if your document is good, first instance you are cooperating fast. One of the strategy which the institutes they maintain, if they don't have document, if I say bring I-10 file, half an hour, they know that if I go on delaying, 15 file he has to check. So what we take a stand? Are you bringing the file, or I'll say the file is not available? हम भी smart बनते हैं उसमें. So we generally wait for sometimes. In meantime, if I-10 is taking late, then show me the I-7, I-8. We go on checking that. If further the delay in that, then one instant we used to say, I'm noting down this file was not shown to me, because evidence are not supplied. It is not supported by the evidence. So those are the documents, those are the remarks we put and put in a different way. So therefore, don't give that chance. You should, what I suggest that you should create a control room where the experts and the visiting team will sit. You may conduct in this the first welcome meeting and your exit meeting can be any of the boardroom like that. But in department, you must create a control room where these two experts will be sitting, and your file should be in that particular room, in a rack or almirah, so that once the file is asked for, immediately it is brought. And the faculties who are responsible for that, they are available for that. So similarly, I-1 to I-15 files, it should be in a central control room where the chairman will be sitting. And there must be a provision that if 5 programs you are going, there will be 10 experts plus 1 chairman. So there should be a provision of sitting of 11 to 12 people, because every lunch time they will have a confidential discussion. Every tea times in the evening they will have a confidential discussion. So therefore, the chairman room should be like that. So that's the way you have to do it. Anyhow, we just Pankaj, come out of that. Kamal, we have 3 ICT center and the physical mode center here in Malda.
Yes, sir.
So that activities thing, that assignment 3.
Sir, we should ask the remote centers to present.
I'm giving them who will present what. If you show me the tasks 3,
sir.
I'll show them what they have to do. Because first session is each other they will be basically explaining. Okay. If you see the task 3, create a matrix to correlate POs and PSOs and CO and explain with full justification. List the assessment tool must include at least 2 indirect tools, and this next is attainment. So the attainment calculation of COs, POs and PSOs will be done by the Civil Engineering Department of JKCIT. Mark it. The attainment calculation of POs, PSOs will be done by Civil Engineering Department of JKCIT. Get ready for that. The PO, PSOs and COs correlation matrix or articulation matrix will be discussed with full justification by one of the ICT center. Kamal, you can name.
Okay, sir, we can go with Manipal University, Jaipur.
Manipal University, Jaipur will be explaining that. Manipal University, Jaipur, you will be explaining the PO, PSO and COs correlation matrix or the mapping
Yes, sir.
with full justification. Get ready because this is the first job which you have to explain. Then the second center, Kamal will be going for a CO attainment calculation, only CO. You name the center.
Sir, Ambala College of Engineering and Applied Research.
Ambala College of Engineering and Applied Research, you will be teaching only the CO attainment procedure assessment tool as well as the process and how did you calculate that. What is the third center which is left?
Sir, AIKTC Maharashtra, Mumbai.
So, Center Mumbai, you will be the last person to give a observation comments on this, because once the correlation matrix is discussed by Manipal, the CO calculation will be done by the Ambala, and the PSO, PO and CO, that attainment, PO, PSO's attainment will be done by JKCIT Malda. So once they do it, Mumbai Center, you have to tell what are the things they have missed, or you may also appreciate when they have done some good thing. So therefore, final, you are basically the experts of the team. So the Mumbai Center will act as the visiting team experts, and they will keep their observation ready as if we speak in the exit meeting. So that's the way. So it is now to Manipal to start with the PO, PSO's correlation and articulation matrix. So your time is maximum 20 minutes. You have to finish that in 20 minutes. So I'll leave it to you now. So please start your presentation. Kamal, you have to help them if they have some issues of uploading file and this thing.
Yes, Manoj sir. So yes, they are presenting, sir.
And other participants, you should act like the experts. So mark critically, note down when the Mumbai people will be giving their observation, you also participate in that. So we'll be the silent observer today. I want to see how much you have come up to that level.
Sir, am I audible?
You are audible, your file is not visible, so we have to wait for that. Yeah, this file is visible now. Yeah.
So we are discussing the
Please listen to that. Yeah, please go ahead, please.
So we are discussing the COPO mapping for the course Natural Language Processing. So first CO is recognize and
So did you create any PSOs for that? Manipal University, do you have any PSOs for this?
Renu ma'am, kindly unmute yourself. You muted yourself, Renu ma'am.
You unmute yourself, madam, unmute yourself.
मनोज सर दूसरे सिस्टम का माइक म्यूट कर लीजिए, नहीं तो एको आती रहेगी. सॉरी, स्पीकर म्यूट बंद कर लीजिए, क्योंकि आई थिंक योर पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर सीटेड एट वन प्लेस ओनली.
Madam, yeah, do you have PSOs for this?
so these are the POs.
The PSOs, program specific outcomes, did you define for that? Yes, you have
These
defined
are the PSOs.
Okay, so for this language processing subject, you have PO and PSOs in place. You have taken 2 PSOs and 12 POs, isn't it? And you will be mapping with your COs which you have defined. So please go ahead with that.
Sir, the first CO is recognize and identify the nature of the problems that are commonly encountered through the methods of natural language processing. So it is a very basic CO at the basic level. So if we map the very first PO, which is engineering knowledge, that means to apply the knowledge of mathematics, science and engineering, which is highly correlated with this. So the mapping is 3. These are the nomenclatures. 1 means low correlation, 2 means moderate correlation, and 3 means substantial correlation.
You have to react.
The second PO with which it matches is PO number 2, problem analysis, to analyze the complex engineering problem. So it is moderately CO number 1 is mapping with this particular PO number 2. The next CO is analyze the relation between parts of speech, grammatical structures used for any natural language with key concepts of natural language processing. This particular course objective matches with PO1 moderately, PO2 substantially, and PO3 partially. So in this particular PO, we are going to analyze the relations. So problem analysis is highly correlated, and we are also developing some kind of solution. So the basic concepts we are understanding. So it is moderately mapping with design solutions, that is PO number 3. The next CO is analyze constituent words based on underlying grammar and implement with NLP models. This means we have to analyze also, and we have to start implementing this thing also. So it is mapping with PO1, highly correlated with PO number 2, very low correlation with PO3 and PO5. Let's see what's PO5. PO5 is modern tool usage. So in this particular case, what we are doing, we have started teaching the Python programming and other tools for creating some sorts of solutions. So basic programming concepts we have started teaching the students. So that is why it has some moderate correlation with PO number 5. Coming to CO4, comprehend the NLP models for word sense and discourse analysis in terms of natural language expressions. So again, in this case, as I told, PO5, it has correlation with, means we are teaching the programming concepts, languages, and all those modern tool usages. PO5, develop the theoretical problem solving skills to apply such understanding into real life applications. So this is very important CO, which has the maximum mapping. Here the task that we assign to the student is they have to make a project, a group project. So that is why there is high correlation with PO number 1. PO number 1 where he is applying the engineering knowledge, high correlation with PO2 where he is doing problem analysis, high correlation with PO3 where he is designing and developing a solution, very high moderate correlation with conducting the investigation, means he will ask them to review some papers or already implemented solutions. Then modern tool usage. PO6 is engineer and society. So ultimately the product that will be developed, it may have some application for the benefit of the society, although it is a bachelor's course, so we don't expect them not to do much. So that is why we have mentioned moderate correlation. Now coming to PO number 8. In case of PO number 8, there is, PO number 9, there is high correlation where the students are reflecting their individual and the teamwork. That is why there is substantial correlation in PO number 9. In PO number 10, where the project management and financial analysis is there. So although they are not doing any financial analysis, they are just doing project management. So that a complete timeline, what will be the problem statement, how they are going to complete it, weekly analysis and all those things. So the project management kind of thing they are doing. And of course there will be lifelong learning, PO12, lifelong learning will be there. Coming to PSO1 and PSO2. So PSO1 is imbibe the basic concepts and applications of computer-based communication or networking, information sharing, web-based systems, smart devices, etc. So it is having high correlation. This is program-specific outcome 1, and next is so when they are making the project, it is having high correlation. And similarly, the next PSO is investigate prominent areas in the field of computer communication engineering to provide feasible solutions. So because it's their project work, so it is having high correlation with PSO2. Any questions?
Can you just slightly enlarge it? Is it possible from your end?
Yes मैम बॉटम राइट में जा हाँ जी थैंक यू.
Okay. So now she has already explained that computer science students, you must, computer science participants, you must react to this. If you have a scope of improving this, please do that.
Sir, we have a question in the chat box.
Same person can ask the same question because we are opening it up now.
Okay. Mamtesh sir, you can unmute.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Actually, my question is because we are talking about the subject of NLP, and in the last year, you are considering the project. So, what about PO7? Because PO7 is not with your CO5.
PO7 is environment and sustainability. Understand the impact of professional engineering solution in environment because it is more related with environment. So the solution which the natural language processing is giving, I don't think it has anything to do with environment. This is my perception.
Actually, some
Because if it is a course of civil
needs
engineering
are
or
also
mechanical
there.
engineering, it may be having some environmental impact or something like that.
कंप्यूटर साइंस ग्रुप रेडी रहो. ये बोलो आप लोग रिएक्ट करो. माइक तो
Okay,
इधर.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
There is some question from Malda also, JKCIT Malda.
Madam, may I see your first CO, please? Sir, what I understand, most of the COs are analyze level Bloom taxonomy and higher levels. Although it is about BTech programs, this is my perception set. And one more thing, I just don't understand then how it is not first CO, please, madam.
First CO, yeah.
Recognize and identify nature of the problem. There are
commonly encountered through the methods of natural language processing. Yeah.
So, I think what I understand, madam, to deal with, recognize and identify the nature of problem, I think it is data is also related because in natural language processing when we are talking about problems and I think data is associated there. That I understand. So I think there should be a little bit connection with PO3 also. But I think so. PO3 there is I think about data analysis and
Sir, it is PO3 is design and development of solutions.
and if you see description designing and development solution, there will be sorry, it is PO4. If you see conduct investigation of complex problem, there is, if you see the description, there is a data analysis part. I hope there may be a mapping with this PO.
Sir, I agree. PO4 we can give some low correlation, but our point of view was since first of all I would like to mention that this particular course is for final year students, BTech final year student. So with this particular CO, we just want to introduce the concept to them. But as you said that the data set and all those things should also be there. So I think there may be some low correlation with PO4. Thank you for your suggestion.
Okay, madam. And the last CO, if you see the last CO, how this one, I didn't get your point, how this one is connected with PSO1. Will you please explain it once again?
So PSO1 is imbibe the basic concepts, applications of computer-based communications, web-based systems, communication technology and all those things, because our department is computer and communication engineering. That is why these communication related words are also coming here.
Okay.
So since the word application is there, computer-based applications of computer-based knowledge. So that is why it is in correlation with PSO1.
May I know your PSO2, madam, please? PSO2,
Sir, just a second.
investigate prominent area in the field of compound. Okay, madam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Any participants from other center would like to interact with madam? Kamal, is there any hand raise?
Yes, sir. Rama Devi ma'am has raised her hand. Ma'am, please, if you could unmute.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
go ahead.
ca-
Yes, sir.
yeah. In PSO 1, you have mentioned basic concept. So what I understand that PSO will indicate the USP of or special features of your subject or course. So the term basic in PSO 1 is justified or not?
So you're talking about PSO?
PSO, in PSO 1, you have mentioned one term, basic concept. So PSO normally reflects the USP of your subject.
Basic concept and applications of computer-based.
So normally basic concept comes from PO normal course of subject in first year and second year subjects. So PSO means specific what you are reflecting from your subject, some specific that you will highlight from your course or subject.
So we are calling it basic because it's a bachelor level course. We are introducing all those
You
subjects.
are mapping fourth year. You are mapping the subject of fourth year.
So
With
PSO is fixed for the complete program, complete
Complete program.
completed
Yes,
program.
yes, correct. PSO is for complete program. Yes, is correct.
Oh, the term basic is justified.
And it's a BTech program, it's not an MTech program. So we can't use the word advanced concepts.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
madam, this matrix which you have created, the mapping which you have created, did you write a paragraph for that? What you explain? Is there a write-ups on that?
Sorry, sir, I haven't written any explanation.
That is what is required. That is what, that the relevance of this mapping which you explained. Suppose to the visiting day you are on leave, and other your colleagues are not able to explain that, then it will be going against your department. Therefore, once the matrix is prepared, the articulation matrix table is prepared, the bullet form of writing, why it has been moderated, why. So the logic which you are presenting, I consider this as 1, this is considered as moderate, this is high. Those should be kept in paragraph in that below the matrix.
Okay, sir.
So that needs to be addressed. Okay.
We will include it in all our course files, sir. Thank you very much.
So these are the gaps which I as visiting team person should bring to your notice, so that even though you know it, sometimes you don't write and you really lose mark in that. The table will be there. The person will not be in a position to explain that because of the pressure of the visiting team, or maybe with that